Dividing polynomials is similar to dividing numbers, the long division of numbers. So say, let's start with an example. I have to divide x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 1 by x minus 2. In long division of numbers, you would call this as divisor, that as dividend. You write divisor on the left and you put dividend under this line, x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 1. And then you want to ask, you go digit by digit. Now here we'll go term by term. So I need to write something here that multiplies with x to give x cube. So I want to get rid of this x cube. And what multiplies with x to give me x cube is x square, because x square times x is x cube. Now once you put x square up here, you just cannot multiply only one term, you multiply both terms. So you multiply x square with x, you multiply x square with the negative 2 as well. X square times negative 2 is negative 2x square. And now you want to subtract. So subtracting is the same as adding the opposite. So let's change the sign of x cube here. It's positive. So I want to put negative in parentheses to remind myself that this is what I got after changing the sign. And this negative becomes positive. So now I'm thinking x cube minus x cube. So that is gone. That's nice. Negative 6x square plus 2x square is negative 4x square. So I still have this x square term. And now I will borrow this term. This term is plus 11x. So we go term by term. Now we repeat the process. What should be up here so that you multiply by x to get negative 4x square? Well, it's negative 4x, because negative 4x times x is negative 4x square. And what is negative 4x times negative 2? It's positive 8x. And again, repeat the process. So subtracting means change the sign of the second polynomial. So minus becomes plus, and this plus becomes minus. So negative 4x square plus 4x square, that's gone. 11x minus 8x is 3x. And then you borrow the last term here, which is negative 1. Don't forget the negative. And now what should go up here to get 3x? So it should be just plus 3. So you write plus 3. 3 times x is 3x. And 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Again, you change the signs and add. Plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus. 3x minus 3x is 0. Negative 1 plus 6 is 5. So you say that x cube minus 6x square plus 11x minus 1 divided by x minus 2 gave you the quotient of that, x square minus 4x plus 3, and a remainder of that. So how do you write the remainder? You say plus 5 over x minus 2. So this 5, there was a 5 left over, but you're dividing by x minus 2. So the part that's remaining is 5 over x minus 2. So that's one example. Let's look at one other example where this time you have a little bit longer polynomial. 6x to the 4 minus 10x cube plus 3x square plus 15x minus 11, and you want to divide by 2x square minus 3. All right. So let's write down 2x square minus 3 in the divisor position. The dividend is a little bit long. 6x to the 4 minus 10x cube plus 3x square plus 15x minus 11. Now let's write down. I need 6x to the 4, but I already have 2x square, which means I need 3x square here to give me 6x to the 4. 3x square times negative 3 is negative 9x cube. 9x, oops, it's negative 9x square, which means I should not be writing here, but I should write under the 3x square. All right, let's change the sign and add 6x to the 4 minus 6x to the 4. That's gone. But notice that this negative 10x cube up there is not being added or subtracted. We move on to 3x square plus 9x square. We get plus 12x square. And now what do I need up here to get negative 10x cube? We have 2x square, so I need minus 5x. So when I do that, I get negative 10x cube. And now it's negative 5x times negative 3, so that's plus 15x. So let me write down plus 15x. And actually, I could have borrowed that plus 15x from up there. And now change the signs. Negative 10x cube plus 10x cube. That's gone. This 12x square could be copied down. And 15x minus 15x, that is 0. So we don't write that. And now we can borrow that negative 11. Now what do I need here to get 12x squared? I already have 2x squared, so all I need is plus 6. 6 times 2x squared is 12x squared. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. And then again, subtract. 12x squared minus 12x squared is 0. Negative 11 plus 18 is 7. So the answer is this with a remainder of, so let's actually write it right here, 3x squared minus 5x plus 6 and a remainder of 7. So you would write plus 7 over 2x squared minus 3. And so we did two examples. The first example, I had a linear polynomial for the denominator, or the divisor was a linear polynomial. Whenever we have a linear polynomial that we are dividing by, we can use another method called synthetic division, which I will cover in the next video. Now, the synthetic division won't apply to this one, this example, because you're dividing by a quadratic polynomial. The degree is 2 here.